welcome back to Cousin Sal's Winning Weekend. Let's bring in our guest. He's a legendary sportscaster / wiffle ball player. He made a movie about one of those things, but most importantly, this man will be joining me next Thursday and Friday for a March Madness watch party at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club in Las Vegas. Former running Reb who often has the runs. I'm sorry, Kenny Mayne. Thanks for being here.
I'm calling it a residency. So I'm telling people I have a Las Vegas residency at the Kimmel Comedy Club. It just sounds cooler. I don't quite have our hotel locked up, but I'm sure we'll be somewhere. I mean, I'll take downtown Binions. I don't care. Let's go.
You're the only one with a residency who doesn't have a confirmation code yet for his room. I like that. I wonder if Mariah Carey goes through the same thing. Yeah. I want to talk basketball and wiffle ball, and if there's time, pickleball. But let's start with my favorite and yours. Let's face it, football, and specifically your Seattle Seahawks. Now, they hired this Mike McDonald last year, right? Not the Run Sweet Freedom guy. It's a different guy altogether. They have a fine season, and then they get rid of Geno Smith and DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. And they signed Sam Darnold. This is not the deal Mike McDonald signed up for. Is it the deal that you signed up for?
Elon Musk came in and fired everyone, and they're going to get some loyalists. They need some loyalists to fill.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's their program. I usually trust the people. John Schneider, GM, he's been pretty good through the years. My understanding on Gino, who I thought did great for us, they offered him this, and he wanted that. And they were able to get Darnold for this, right? He basically got the money they wanted Geno to stay around for. I don't think they were trying to lose him. I think it just kind of worked out that way where he wanted a little bigger deal. DK, he asked out and they obliged. He had some really big games for us. He was solid. He's a great athlete. I think he'll go on and do well. And Tyler, who I met when he was a rookie, such a good kid. And I still think of him as a little kid. He's like a little guy that made great plays. I hope they bring him back on a lesser deal. I really haven't followed what's going on since. Hopefully he hasn't signed elsewhere. You can inform me if that's true. He gave us great years of service, but I think they looked at it. It's a tough business. His hit was whatever, 15, 17 million. And in his career, they might be able to get a younger kid for way less than that who might do as well or better.
Well, I think they looked at him like you do as a little kid, and they say, hey, I'm not giving a little kid $15 million. That's ridiculous.
Speaking of, we did a bit like that with Muggsy Bogues at Caesars, where I said, I hated how people treated you like you were just some little kid where you were a good player. And we turn around and he's jumping up and down on the bed. That was
I love it.
There. I believe in John Schneider's wisdom. He's mostly made good deals. This is a big overhaul. I won't disagree. But Darnold had a really good year with Minnesota, had a couple fall-off games, but I'll take Sam Darnold. I think he'll be okay.
We're big betting guys. Let's admit it. What's the over-under wins total that we put for Seattle? 8, right? Smack in the middle. Well, it used to be smack in the middle. Now there's 17 games. I feel like they're an 8, a solid 8 right now.
9.5.
Stop it.
Stop it. Yeah.
No.
They're playing 20 games this year. They're going to.
Oh, is that right? All right. If we count the preseason, I guess 9.5 is fair. All right. Back to Vegas. You played, you enrolled in the college UNLV, right? And not just played football, but you played quarterback, which is one of the best positions. It really is. Could you have been a 2-sport star at UNLV? Did you play hoops?
Did you say cornerback or quarterback?
Quarter. The QB. Yeah, you were QB too, right?
I was. Sadly, I wanted to play more. I wrecked my ankle my junior year. I came back and played my senior year. The kid who played ahead of me, Sam King, led the nation passing yards. We beat BYU at BYU that year. So we had some players, Jimmy Sandusky, All-America receiver, Michael Morton, running back, Ray Krause. We had a bunch of people. What was the question? No. Could I have played both? No, not a chance. I was just an absolute bricklayer in basketball. I could pass defense, I could hustle, towel waving guy, but don't look at me to fill it up. I'm not Steph Curry. It's not happening. But I can throw a football, and I still can. That's why I have this football with me in case I'm called upon to throw it.
I love that you carry one right there for interviews. It's really, it's a sign of a great champion, really. Now, you were a few years back to that basketball team, a few years before the great running Reb squad, right? With Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon, Greg Anthony.
It's funny. I came right after a really good run. That was the Reggie Theus group, right? In, I think, 86. I was 79 redshirt, 80, 81. And then, they got really good toward the end of that decade. Tark did a great job for us. That team was ridiculous. That was a really, really fun period of basketball, whether you're a Rebels fan or any college basketball fan. That just the way they played, the enthusiasm. We had Gerald Patio firing from long range. We had Anderson Hunt and Greg Anthony and Grandma. They had a team.
Is that the one, aside from the one you played on, is that the college team that you rooted for most in your life, would you say? Or was it the one?
Funny, I grew up south of Seattle, and so we were Washington Husky fans. Then my sister started dating the quarterback at Washington State, so we did our allegiance over there. But when they broke up, I moved back to Washington. Then when I played football, obviously my first loyalty is to UNLV. I'm a huge Washington fan otherwise, and I root for the West Coast. Once your teams fall off, I take the next best and pull them on. I'm not a guy who hates on your rivals. If I don't want them to. Some people don't want them to do well, like it hurts you. It's like, no, they're in our division. Same thing, NFL. If one of the other teams is better than Seattle that year, you kind of root for your division to
I don't like that.
Represent you.
I don't like that at all. Well, no, you have to. I mean, you're Eagles fan. I'm going to root for the Eagles as a Cowboys fan. I mean, come on, you have to. No.
West Coast is a different vibe. I rooted for the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I won American dollars.
Gross. That's terrible. Back to your sister dating a Washington State. Your sister dated Ryan Leaf. I don't know. This is news. I bet. I don't think anyone knew this.
Long ago, Ty Payne. This is a long time ago, early 70s. Jim Sweeney was the coach.
Do you have a favorite NCAA tournament memory or bet that you won, maybe?
Well, one year I selected all 8 winners in the Sweet 16. This is 5-6 years ago.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the bet got down a little bit late, so we were 7 of 7. This is all for fun, right?
Sure, of course.
Yeah, this is just entertainment. But when you get that hot, and I think that's what will encourage these people who are going to come to our amazing show at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club, is that's the fun in it. Pick like 3 games or 4 or 5, and that's where you really make it. Instead of just one team giving 2.5. What's the fun in that? You got to spread out, play 5 or 6 different parlays. If any one of them hits, you're going to have a great day. Maybe you play a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and try to get all the way there. But if you don't hit the home run, maybe you get the 3 or the 4. But I think that's what's fun in any sport, but the tournament in particular.
And we're going to give away prizes in the form of tickets, maybe and maybe if you answer a tough trivia question, you get Auburn to win the title. We'll buy that for you. If you flop, you'll get like High Point at 160,000 to 1 or something. I don't even know if they're in there. Let's talk real quick with Duke. Now, I don't know if you paid attention. Cooper Flagg was injured in their game against Wake Forest. The Duke odds, they were favored to win at plus 340. Shot up to 7-1. Now the number's all over the place. Should we just bet Duke at 7-1? These things seem to always work out for them.
That's a pretty good number. I mean, sometimes the good teams have other good players. Have we ever followed that?
That's true.
Also, we're watching White Lotus right now, and there's a Duke.
Carolina, Duke.
So I mean, that might influence my bet. I'm going to bet on an individual kid. Gambling's legal now, right? Like, we know a kid on the Yale team. Whatever his number is, I'm betting over. I'm not going to tell people this one because we don't want to pollute the poor kid. He's only 17 or 18. But you
don't want to say his name. You don't want to.
Yeah, at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club.
I see. Okay,
why we're advertising this. How many people do you think we'll have there?
How many people do we want there? I don't know. I don't want it to be too crazy.
5,000.
Oh, really? 5,000. Yeah. Okay.
And how many does it hold?
It holds like 5 or 6. No. We can get 100 down there, I think. It'll be a little crowded.
It's not in the comedy area. It will be funny, but it's not it has to be funny. It's no stage. It's the room. It's that outer room before.
Yeah. It's in the tragedy area. Yeah, that's where it is. That's what we're going to be doing.
If very few people show, we'll just sit at the bar with them. We'll just sit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Wiffle Ball doc. I know it's been out for a minute.
It's an important American film. I would classify it as a comedy doc. That's a woodpecker. Let's pause for that, like NPR.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay.
That's pretty good, right?
I guess I didn't hear anything, but maybe I think you're just hearing things at this point.
Not hear that. That was a American woodpecker.
Really?
So I made a short film. It's on Fubo Sports. It's about a day with Ken Griffey where we threw wiffle balls together. And then I go back and I find the tape and I tell the real story. Ken Burns is in it. That's all you need to know. And then, as you know, I made up 20 odd minutes of jokes. At least I thought they were funny. And I performed this whole thing at Jimmy's Club early February. So I came out, did sort of a stand-up show. Then we showed the movie. Then we did Q&A. So it was like, stand-up meets film festival. And I'm doing one again in New York City at the Pit in late April. And it's my new career. That's what I'm doing.
I love it. Maybe there'll be a lull. Oh, now I hear it. Now I do hear the woodpecker. I always try to go, like, if a dog is barking, I'll bet the underdog of whatever game is about to tip. But a woodpecker, I have no idea where that figures into the line. I'll have to see if there's a team.
There's got to be some teams with bird references, avian. Yeah. We'll find somebody.
That's pretty cool. I think maybe we could have a wiffle ball contest too. I know the space isn't tremendous, but maybe we have like a, you know how like in Japan, they have those bunting contests. And if you get it in the circle, you get, I don't know, we could pick up some stuff. We have some money to give away. It'll be good.
Or we could play the wiffle ball movie on a loop and the people who hate basketball can just sit and watch that. We'll bring extra entertainment.
That's true. That's true.
If I brought the movie these dice to Vegas, would they let me throw them? Like just bring your own dice to the table?
You love craps, and I love that about you because I get stuck with people just adore blackjack, and they'll get their teeth kicked in for hours and hours, and they won't leave the table. I, like you, enjoy craps. Tell everyone why it's better.
Well, one, you're actively participating when it's your turn to throw, or your friend is throwing, or your girlfriend, whoever it is. And so you physically have a play in the game. What other game are you touching anything other than opening the cards that they just...
you're burning calories. You're literally good. It's healthier. RFK Jr. Says it's good. Yeah.
I personally like to be right of the stick person and have a backspin where they pop back off the wall. I also like to shoot from the end and do jump shots. I will do like Steph Curry jump shots and just throw them way up in the air. And they always say, sir, please keep the dice lower. And then that's when you throw it even higher. But you want a friendly table. You know, you put the dealers up on a bet, make them be on your side, have fun. I hate the tables where they appear to want you to lose. Like, say you're betting the 11s and 12s and you don't bet at one time, then it comes in and they look at you like, should have bet the 12.
Yeah. They have to be experts.
You can bet afterward. Is that how we're doing it?
Right. Yeah, I'll get that, you know, we'll get that kind of snarkiness at TSA, but not when we're at the tables, right? Yeah.
I'd say we go downtown, Golden Nugget, 4 a.m. We're hardways are working on the come out and we parlay and we win money. We don't even show up to our show. We just don't show up. And it's just,
I'm fine with that. And I can imagine a lot of people are going to take that same tact and not show up to our show, but do it anyway. March 20th, 21st, next Thursday, Friday, Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club from 4 to 10. It's me. It's Kenny Mayne. It's Tate Frazier. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have a good time, right?
Most fun ever. Most fun ever. I'll be there.
And you might give away your cherished golf clubs too. So that'll be a good, nice little
stolen, and the criminals stole most of my golf clubs. This happened about 9-10 months ago. And there's video of them using my golf clubs to break into gas stations. So one day I'm going to get Andy North. We'll make something funny out of this eventually. Andy North analyzing the swing of the criminals as they tried to break into a mobile or something.
I love it. Kenny, thanks so much for joining us. You're the best. Don't get eaten by a woodpecker. Be very careful out there.
I look forward to our engagement. Send me a hotel confirm soon.
You got it.